Okay, so one of my viewers has banned staving, and usually you can only ban an in-game action for 5 minutes. So I said, okay, how about this? I will not save until I either die or beat the game. It's for 5 minutes, but I said we should do it until we either die or we beat the game. Got him! Bro, we got 11 spark shot ammo for G4.
Now operational.
Fuck it. We're getting out of here. We're blowing this pop stand. Punch it, Chewie.
5 minutes until destination.
Now we're out of time. Ah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the final boss. That's it. That's it. That's the last boss. That's all. That's it. That's it. The last thing we had to do. Claire, hardcore, beat. Yo, you see him crawling to me. See him begging for his life.
Claire.
Leon! It's so
Claire,
good to
you're here too? Yes, you're here too?
see you dead.
I saw the... Okay, now play a real game. You get plat on Crypt of the Necrodancer. How dare you? How dare you say that to me? If you ask about Crypt of the Necrodancer to someone that's not like a trophy hunter, they'll have no idea what you're talking about. Well, what happens next is we watch the credits and I talk about the journey to get this platinum trophy. Oh my fucking god, if you haven't played Resident Evil 2, go play Resident Evil 2. It is one of the best games I've ever played. Easily one of the best games in the survival horror genre. I probably played this game like 15 times. I know it didn't seem like that because of how I was playing, but I played this game a lot. And I'm still finding out new stuff every time I go through it. It is a game that has a lot to reveal. There's a lot of things hidden under the surface. You're only going to find out on like repeat playthroughs. For example, making the G adults come up early and sneaking by them as they're locked into their surface enemy. Or things like that. Or always bringing along a grenade to that G adult room. Because, like, stabbing a G adult does almost nothing. It just wastes a knife. It does almost nothing. Now, if you bring a grenade, not only does it get rid of their ability to make G young, but it also stuns them so you can get past them, which is what you really want to do. Thank you for the hydrate, Raven. Not what I meant. What happens if you were on second route? Well, you would have to beat G5. You would have to beat G5. You'd have to beat G5 in order to complete the game. But, like, it doesn't... So, yes, there is a trophy for completing a first run and a second run with the other character. But you don't have to do the second run with both characters. I have yet to do a second run with Leon. I just like the first run way better. I like its pacing a lot more. But yeah, this game is amazing. Watching others play this makes me want to play, but yeah, no. Gary, you probably played enough Resident Evil 2 for this life and the next. Anyway, let me talk about Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is a game that I bought when Resident Evil 3 was coming out. So Resident Evil 3 was coming out like April of 2020. This was like during COVID where like everything was closed and people were just like stuck at home watching movies and playing video games. Resident Evil 3 was coming out. There was this huge sale on Resident Evil 2. It was like $10 or something, like something stupid cheap. And I was like, I'll get it. And I got it. And I started up a standard playthrough and I played as Leon. And 8 hours later, I beat it. I beat it in one sitting because I just couldn't put it down. I had to keep going. I was like so nervous and so scared about what was behind the corner, but like I had to keep going. I probably saved like 30 times or something. I saved so many times. every time I did anything, I saved. You know, because I had no idea what was coming up, and I had no idea what to expect. Both RE2 and Dead Space remake came out on my birthday. Oh, that's a good year for that's a good year for that's a good day for survival horror. But yeah, if you are thinking about going for this platinum, go for it. If you're thinking about playing this game and you haven't played it, play it. If you're not thinking about playing this game, play it. If you're not thinking about going for this platinum, go for it. If you've never gone for a platinum in your life and you've never heard of Resident Evil, get this game and go for the platinum. This game is not a very difficult platinum. If you have a few playthroughs under your belt and you kind of understand how to which enemies to kill and which enemies to not kill, you can get away with killing a lot of enemies on hardcore. Like, you don't have to run past everything. Like, yes, you have to save a little bit of ammo for the bosses, but if you go into the bosses, if you go into the game with a plan on what ammo you're going to use on the bosses, like I didn't plan to use flame rounds on any bosses. So flame rounds were there for the enemies, you know? For Claire, I'm talking. And I never planned to use shotgun on any of the bosses. So shotgun was for the zombies. You know? Like, as long as you have a plan, as long as you stick to it, you'll probably be alright. What's a platinum? What's a paladin? Franco, when's your birthday? Did you know it was my birthday recently? Yes, Rin, it was your birthday. Really happy birthday. I wonder what the age is when you just stop telling people it's your birthday. I want to say 25, maybe 26. After 26, they're like, it's your birthday? Like, yeah. Happy 58th birthday, Cashmere C. I am not a day over 54. How dare you? Texas and me have some weird sexual tendencies. We're working through it. But anyway, what can I say about Resident Evil 2? Okay. Resident Evil 2 is a game that gives you a lot of freedom and a lot of rope to hang yourself, right? So, Resident Evil 2, for huge chunks of the game, will let you kind of like explore the Raccoon City Police Department. And if you're just running from place to place, it doesn't take that long. But if it's your first time and you don't know what you need and you don't know how to get it, you're probably going to take a lot of unnecessary damage, and you're probably going to take a very long time to fully explore the RPG. It's a game that successfully brings back that feel of the original Resident Evils. You have this map that slowly comes together. It's almost like a Metroidvania, except you are punished for going back and forth between the same areas and like not killing zombies. Or you're punished by killing the zombies, and now you have less ammo to deal with like later enemies. Resident Evil games, I think, are uniquely punishing on the first difficulty. But once you kind of figure it out and figure out what you don't have to kill and what you do, they become the most exhilarating and fun games you've ever played in your life. Resident Evil 1 to this day is like one of the most comforting, chill games I've ever played, because I know what I have to kill and what I don't. I know what rooms I have to go into and which ones I don't. I know what items to pick up and what to not pick up. The first time through, Resident Evil is like a heart attack. It's so scary. But once you know it and once you figure it out, it's like the most chillest game ever. Same thing with Resident Evil 2. Your first time playing Resident Evil 2, if you play on standard or hardcore, it's going to be terrifying. And you're going to be so scared about what's behind the corner. So then, like, get a few playthroughs under your belt, and you go through again, and you're like, man, why do I have 5 knives, you know? Like, you get a lot better at it, and it's so satisfying to figure a game out and get better at it. The trophy has not popped yet. Trophy hasn't popped yet, but I've updated the banner in advance. I hope it doesn't glitch or something. As far as I know, there's no known trophy glitches for Resident Evil 2. It's gonna pop on the results screen. The results screen comes after this. It is results screen. Hardcore college student. A rank, not bad. Raccoon City native and the new platinum animation. Raccoon City native. I love that name. I love that name for a trophy. It's like you've done this so much, you're now like a native. And that's it. That is Resident Evil 2, ladies and gentlemen.